That's the place to be.
Let's do this. Always a party around Brazilians.
I felt like a princess that fell off the tower. So we went from this to this.
You love it, or what's your feel? Everyone has maids. This is what I've heard. What could the U.S. learn from Brazil? It's fantastic out here.
Very nice.
Take care, guys. Good afternoon, guys. My content is about different people, different cultures, different perspectives in this world. The moment here in Florida, and I've been introduced to a woman named Ana. Ana is from Brazil. And I'm curious, do Brazilians here integrate into US culture easily? Do they live in their own separate universe? I know that's not a one size fits all, but we're gonna get a little glimpse today. We're going to get a sliver of Brazil in the United States. I know we've all been locked down. Most of us have been locked down, not traveling internationally. So today is a nice little window into the Brazilian world with Ana here in Miami. Should be fun. Let's do this. Nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Virtual, whatever we're doing.
Hi, Peter.
What's the Brazilian community like here in Miami? Because Miami this is my second time, but what I'm realizing more this time is it's everyone here in quantity, especially like the Latin world, right? Like there's a huge Venezuelan, huge Cuban,
Yes.
huge Haitian population.
Yeah.
Brazilians, are there many Brazilians here? Are there a lot, or?
Yes, there are many Brazilians, and the thing about it, I live in Miami, right?
Yeah,
I personally live in Miami, and they're everywhere in Miami.
Yeah.
In Miami, they're not a specific Brazilian neighborhood per se.
Okay.
There are specific neighborhoods in South Florida,
Okay.
but they're up a little bit up north of Miami.
Okay,
and
we're going there, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We are gonna go there, and we're gonna experience what it is that people that like to leave the country but still live like as if they were never like left.
Right. So is that like, how long have you lived here in the States
Oh,
in total?
in the States, like 24 years.
Okay, so a long time. Have you integrated into US culture, or do you stay with Brazilians mostly?
I stay mostly internationally.
Okay.
With international. I
Okay.
have friends from all over.
Gotcha.
I love the flavor. I learned so much, and Boston taught me that. You're saying something very right, because like in Florida, especially Miami,
Yeah.
South Florida, it's a diversity, but it's a diversity of a lot of like Latinos, Venezuelans, Brazilians, Argentinians.
Yep.
In Boston, it's more like you see Ethiopians. You have a big Chinatown.
Right.
You have Russians. Although you do have Russians here also in.
Yeah. I
South.
haven't seen any Chinese though, at least around here.
Well, they actually buying land here in Florida, but
Okay.
more like on the west side.
Okay.
And but it's not as predominant as New York. And then like in Boston, for instance, more in New York even, if you feel like eating Armenian food, you'll find it, because there's
Yeah,
an Armenian neighborhood in Boston as well.
Yeah.
Here, no, it's more like an extension of South America.
So what's the biggest lesson you've learned here living in the States? You can take it any way you want. And you're not going to offend me. I don't think we'll offend the audience. Some people, of course, but that's just how the internet works. But what would be the biggest lesson you've taken away from this country?
It's really not taking things personal. It's like, for instance, like the first place I lived my adult life was in Boston. Like I went to work there, and so in my work ethics, I came to age in Massachusetts. So
Right.
as an adult, I came to age in the United States.
Sure.
And we go down to business, and then we don't take personal. If I'm talking to somebody about how the performance will work, they understand it's about the performance and not about the person.
Okay.
We Latins, we tend to take things more personal.
Taking it to the heart.
Yes, and I experienced that first thing when I moved from Massachusetts to here.
Uh-huh.
Because at that time I was looking for jobs. If I would get a job if I apply for in Boston, like very easily.
Right.
On the interviews, I would do well.
Right.
But in Miami, because I was just like, I'll get the job, I'll get it done, and this and that. And it was not flying because I was not having conversations, you know?
Oh, okay.
I was not sitting there and smiling and talking about like, oh, I wish you, oh, how was your weekend? And
So you're saying the Latin world rubs off on the culture here?
yes, absolutely. Brazil, it is a big barbecue culture, but we are going to experience something called feijoada, which is a
Feijoada.
typical dish from Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
And the way it was created is beans. The base is beans. And it has a whole bunch of fun sides,
Okay.
like oranges, vegetables. But there's an interesting aspect behind that dish, which is that dish was actually created by the slaves in Brazil.
Ah.
Because they would kill the cows for the principles of the farm, but they were not allowed to eat the good parts. They only were left with feet or the head or parts that the house didn't want it.
Okay.
The main house didn't want it. So that they put that all into the beans and made a stew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and in this restaurant they even serve in a clay pot.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, which is cooked slowly because you remember they only eat the parts that can even bite because of feet. Think about it, like a foot
So
of a cow.
are we eating feet and all the parts?
Oh no, we changed it since then.
Okay.
Now we have in the feijoada the beans with the good parts.
Okay, cool. Brazilian restaurant, and we're in a nondescript neighborhood just off a highway.
Pretty much.
But this is the real deal, yeah?
Yes.
We got crock pots.
Yeah, that's the clay pots we're talking about.
After you.
Oh, yeah.
Or I mean clay pots, yeah. Is this Brazilian style where you do like a buffet?
This is the feijoada that we were talking about, the beef dish.
Yep.
And this the meat, and these are the sides that comes with it.
Well,
Brazilian is very religious, right?
you're very religious, yeah. Okay, we have a little Catholicism here.
Right.
Here we have some greens. Chicken. Pork. Okay.
That's like a mix of
Beef stew.
costella, ribs, sausage, carne seca,
Uh-huh.
black beans, and water.
This is plain black beans, right?
Yes,
Because
plain
the
black.
base of the stew is black beans.
Okay.
So this is a plain black beans. Usually we use a lot of garlic in Brazil, and this is the one that I was telling you that used to be made of the leftover parts. Yeah, I'm not waiting for you.
Okay, good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Saúde.
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 Like good health. Good health. Yeah.
Saúde. That's nice.
It's weird.
No, it's nice. Pineapple and mint.
Yeah. Because I left Brazil in a very traumatic event. Like my life turned upside down emotionally, financially, everything.
Right.
I was super sheltered growing up. I was in my late 20s. And
So what was the catalyst for you moving? Like, why did you move?
that was it. I was very pampered, sheltered, and I lived a great life. And
Everyone has maids? This is what I've heard.
Yes.
Is this true?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what, middle class up has maids?
Yeah, I had a car since forever, since I could drive. I had a maid that goes there that would live with us every day. We had a pool. We had a maid that goes there once in a week to do like a heavier cleaning.
Right.
We had somebody that cleans the pool. We have somebody that takes care of the garden. And I see in American families, which is very nice, the children. Well, at least by my experience, the families that I'm close to here in America, the children are raised to learn to clean after themselves. As soon as they get up, they're supposed to set their beds up. They're supposed to wash the dishes, right? They have chores, they have responsibilities. That's very good for the character. And that translates into how we present ourselves in the world later in life when we're working or even in a relationship. Because now we're not expecting somebody else to pick up after ourselves.
So you had to learn that in your later 20s.
Yes, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all.
Why? Did you have some like temper tantrums or some
Oh my
hard
God,
moments?
it was super hard. I used to sit down and I'm like, ah. And and I was like, okay, I felt like a princess that fell off the tower. And now it was just like Cinderella or something, like scrubbing the floors.
That's some tough love.
And I still remember, if I close my eyes, they gave me the broom and the soap or whatever. And I go, okay, now go clean the bathroom. That put me down my place, you know?
Wow. So how long did this period last where you were like, had to recondition, I guess, yourself, change your habits?
Well, when you get yourself that you need to do it. You do it. That's one of the things how I learned my English. I was in Boston, Massachusetts, and I wanted to have a quality life. And I wanted to interact with the place that I was living in it.
Right.
And in order to get a better jobs, because I told you, I started as a busser in a restaurant because I didn't speak English, even though I went to school. Can you imagine from a princess that I thought I was?
Didn't part of you just want to go back?
Yes.
Because that would be the easy road, right? Just go home and get taken care of.
No, because I felt like I haven't learned what I was supposed to learn.
Okay.
Somehow I had to stay through it and polish it. It's like polishing it. It's like, yes, there's something better than I am right now. Because I wasn't happy either, deep inside, I wasn't happy either to be like somehow shallow as it was. Because that wasn't really my essence. I was just going with the program that was presented to me.
So,
because I was comfortable.
What's interesting, and I think quite often, is there are a lot of people down and out in the States. There are a lot of people that work very hard, but there are also a lot of entitled people, entitled mentality. So I wouldn't think it would be someone from Brazil saying they came to America to do the hard work, right? And back home it's easy.
It was easier, remember? Because
it was easier.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was easier back then in the 80s.
Well, yeah, but what happened? Our family my father went to a bankruptcy, so we lost everything. And he didn't tell us until it was super late.
So your family lost everything?
Yeah, so we went from this to this. And then at the time, a friend of mine was visiting from Boston, and she was like, why don't you go with me? I just want an easy way. For me, it was an easy way out. I didn't want to deal with it. And I didn't want to have to explain to my society, my friends over there, why it was happening. So it was like escape. I escaped. But I escaped to find myself. I didn't know I was escaping to find myself.
So that journey is, you wouldn't trade it for anything, right?
Oh, sometimes I probably would, no.
Yeah.
Some moments, no, yeah, but I show up. I showed up. I feel like when our life calls, we showed up. It wasn't really super easy because I learned like in Boston, people asking me a question and I would tell a story because we love telling stories, Brazilians, and they would interrupt me. They're like, no, it's a yes or no. So I was polishing even
it's more direct. It's more direct.
Yeah. So I started blending myself.
From your experience, what would you say the U.S. in general? Obviously, it's a massive country. You can't just say for everyone, but generalization. What could the U.S. learn from Brazil culturally? Like what is the States lacking on?
I like the way we really believe in the magic of life in Brazil. As I was talking about, we are mystical and we believe in the spirituality more than here. We believe that more in the energy, more in like really the contact with nature. I think a blend from those two worlds, it's beautiful. It can be very, like, this is what I'm making my own blend, which is what I learned from we need to know where we are coming from in order to know where we're going. So I start learning what I'm coming from, where I'm at, and where I want to go. And I want to get my best stew from the Feijoada, for instance.
The Feijoada of life.
Yeah.
Which it was good, by the way. That was very tasty.
Like it?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, it's tasty though.
Very rich. So would you say Brazilians typically they just let life flow better? They don't stress as much about things down the road, maybe? They let it flow, or they
more flowy, yes, in the general, yes.
Here in Miami, Boteco this is the local place, right? This isn't where the tourists go. This is the authentic.
Tuck away, right? Is away, yeah.
Tucked away.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna, where are we off to next?
Well, now we're gonna get a flavor of the Brazilian community.
What's going on here, Anna?
Well,
Rios. It's an original name.
Yes.
Rio de Janeiro.
Right, Rio's Meat and Grocery. We're gonna go see what I'm missing from Brazil, some products.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oi, tudo.
Hola. Hola.
Oh, this is good actually. This I used to eat
Passa tempo.
when I was a kid. Brazilians love barbecue, right? And they have a way of cutting the meat. Special ways. There's different cuts than here. And I'm sure they do the Brazilian cuts here.
Brazilian cuts, okay. That's a Brazilian cut, right?
This is curated. This is very typical from the northeast of Brazil, actually.
So your food is very much regionalized, right?
Yeah.
What is this? It's like an ice cream cone, but no ice cream?
Chocolate? No, it's chocolate. It's
Just chocolate.
chocolate.
Is the Brazilian population increasing? What's the story with the Brazilians around here?
Oh yeah, they're increasing.
Increasing, okay. And they all come to this area.
I was surprised how many more Brazilians there is down here in Florida than the north, like New York.
Here it's
New
more
Jersey.
spread out, right?
No, I think it's more concentrated.
Where are we going right now?
Barracuda, I think.
Oh, Barracuda.
Is that a cool place?
They just reopened Barracuda because they closed the original one.
Oh, really? I didn't even know there was a region. I'm sorry.
It's pretty cool.
No problem.
What?
No problem. She's my Brazilian guide.
Okay.
And
Barracuda, they had one, and then they had to close down because there was a lot of complaints. They used to do like a pagode,
The noise
a
and
lot of
stuff.
noise, so they closed it down.
wait, they closed the park down because the Brazilians, their parties were too loud?
They were partying too loud.
Okay.
Yeah, especially on the weekends. There was pagode outside.
That sounds like right.
But then they opened in another place close to it.
Yep.
Very close to it.
Yep.
So and they still have pagode, but it's more like inside now. It's not outside. So
Okay. But there's going to be a party there today, maybe.
There'll be for
Okay,
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's do
There's always
this.
a party around Brazilians.
And do you know these?
Oh, Serenata de Amor. Yeah, that's a real Brazilian chocolate.
All right.
All right,
Shall
my
we?
friend. I hope
We
to
all
see you
good.
again.
Thank you.
Come back.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
You too, bye.
Ciao, prazer.
Ciao.
Obrigada.
All right, let's give these a try here. We have the Serenat something de Amor, something of love. Chocolate, nougat, a little crisp. Very good, very good. Then we have the Blessed.
How is it?
Oh yeah. It's got like it's like a caramel sort of chocolate combo in there. There's a crisp, hard chocolate, soft chocolate caramel. Brazilians are doing it right with the desserts here, that's for sure. Deerfield Beach. Quite interesting place, guys. We're about an hour north of Miami, and I guess the biggest Brazilian community in South Florida. Quite a wild place. Beach scene going off. So what were you saying in the car? You're saying Brazilians are inclusive?
Yeah, that's something I really appreciate about my culture, how inclusive we are. Like if we have a birthday party, we like to have the whole neighborhood to come and celebrate with us. You know?
So what do you mean? Someone's walking by your house and you invite them in?
No, because we don't move much. You grow up, you pretty much live in the neighborhood that you grow up with.
Yeah.
So you invite your neighbors, the neighbors of your neighbors, so the whole barrio will come. Yeah.
Hola.
Oi, tudo bem?
Tudo bom?
Ele tá filmando os brasileiros.
You're from Brazil? From where?
Rio.
Rio.
Yeah.
Nice. This is the place to be though for Brazilians in USA, right?
That's right.
All right.
That's the place to be.
How long you live in the US for?
About 15 years.
Oh, okay. How is it?
Good. Amazing.
Cool?
Yeah.
It's been good to you?
Big time.
And you got all your friends and
Yeah,
people from
family,
home here.
friend, yep. Family, everybody.
Good stuff.
Take care, man.
Take care.
See you. Enjoy. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Obrigada. You see how he said hi to me?
Yeah.
I was telling you about that.
Yeah.
Remember that? I said like how we're inclusive, how we recognize people. I was like, I've been living in Miami for 9 years, which was like away an hour, like 40 minutes, and I'm so thankful you, Peter, for bringing me to this like memory reconnecting lane, because it's something that I've been wanting in my heart, and you and everybody is just here. And I'm doing this like live. I'm doing this for a lot of people to watch, so I feel like I have a lot of company.
And it's just the vibe here. What's up, man? What's up? Everyone, look at those smiles. Look at these smiles. They look at you in the eye. Bright smiles. It feels free.
Yes,
it's alive.
I needed that, actually.
You needed this. Yeah.
I did. Thank you.
And being the two people wearing masks out of thousands isn't working. So the mask has come off.
I came when I was 13, so it's been 20 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You love it, or what's your feeling?
I always wanted to play this, but I never did. I never had the courage, right? So one day I was like, you know what? I got a couple of friends that didn't know how to play either, not to get embarrassed. And we started with the other quarter, watching the good guys play, right?
Yeah.
After a while, 6 months, you become a little better, I would say. So we became a little better. We joined together, and now you know I can't miss it. It's like if I miss it, it's like I start getting sick. I gotta get out of the house to come play. It's that serious.
Yeah. So I want to bring the audience into this because Anna is my guide today, and she's fantastic, and we had great food, and we checked out Miami a little.
Feijoada.
Good.
But this is her first time up here, right?
Yes.
And how do you feel? How do you feel about it? Like, what's your take on it?
No words. Like, you know,
Yeah.
when you don't, you know, I feel so awesome, so vibrant, and it's a great energy, right? You feel it,
It's
right?
fantastic out here.
Yeah, it's about the energy, so it's hard to translate it.
I would take this over anything I've seen in Miami Beach, personally, from my limited time in Florida.
You can do both, but it's
You
two
can do
different
both,
vibes.
but this is like
It's two different vibes. And
more of a
it's-
festive
It's
vibe.
interesting because it's not as packed as usually is because of the cold, right?
Yeah.
When it's hotter, when it's summer, really summer, this place it gets amazing.
More than this.
Yeah, more than this. Right now it's calm, to be honest. It's not as as used to be because of the it's cold day. But the sun came out a little bit, we still come out. That's how we enjoy this so much.
Santiago.
Santiago,
Yeah.
Santiago. Falei pro...
Yeah.
Very nice.
Take care, guys. Ciao.
They said you have to teach him English, Portuguese. Does he speak Portuguese? I'm like, no, you have to teach him Portuguese. But no, we're just friends.
Yeah. That was cool. That was cool.
Can I say something?
Yeah, say something, buddy.
Yo, subscribe to this ass right here.
Thank you. All right, you guys.
expecting you to be that close to me, bro.
Is this like a pedal biking gang? What's going on here?
We just
It's a crew. It's a crew.
It's a crew. That's what you call yourself. What's the name of the crew?
TBR.
TBR.
Take big risk.
Take big risks. Dude, are you pumping, you lifting houses at night? What's up?
Guess how old I am, bro.
How old are you?
younger than me. 14, bro.
You're 14?
Yeah.
Jesus, if you're on my hockey team, you would have killed everyone.
Alright, man, keep on grinding.
Keep on grinding.
Get that man.
Yeah, they're pretty talented, huh?
Oh,
Talented.
taking life in your hands, my God.
Having your TikTok? Tell me what
It
happened.
got taken down
Why?
because I posted a video of some kid falling on their bike, and TikTok doesn't like that, so they took my video down.
But they totally killed your account for that?
Yeah, so I reposted it on my new account. This is my new account, Broward.Tyler_official.
Tyler, you don't give up, do you?
No, I keep up the grind.
You keep up the grind?
If they take this one down, I'll make a new account. I don't stop. The grind don't stop.
The closest thing to Brazil is
Yeah, that's the closest thing to Brazil. If you really love it, US, coming to here. That's the closest thing to Brazil.
Well, guys, end of the road. A little bit of Brazil in the United States. And Anna was the hero. She brought us into this, and you even got something out of it yourself.
A lot.
And if you want to see Anna's website, she does some very interesting work. It's called biosacred.com. Check it out. You specialize in Reiki.
Yes, transformational intuitive coaching.
Transformational
Intuitive
coaching.
Yes.
Okay, guys, thanks for coming along. Until the next one.